Hello? Hi. Hey, this isn't the screen we're staying on. It's a little fucked up. Hold on. Yippee! There it is. Hi. Hello. Welcome in. How goes it? How's it going? Happy Saturday. Listen. Here's the thing. We started off friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone. I stayed up late last night working on this, and then it deleted, so I had to speed run, fix it all this morning, but I did it. We're here. We're gonna kill some companions. Hi, hello. Hi, Fowler. Congrats on the fourth. Let's see who got what. Let me pay attention. Zest, congrats on the first. Carrie on the second. Coral on the third. Hi, Mama Psych. Hi, Zest. Hi, Quind. Hi, Fowler. I think I got everybody. Did I get everybody? If I didn't get you, I'm so sorry. I was not paying attention to chat, okay? As I'm posting my going live messages, I'm doing my stuff. I might have, Carrie. You'll see. You'll see. I might have. I did do that, yeah. We'll see. It doesn't always do an arena event, depending on like how the days and nights shift out. So hopefully it does, but we'll see. We've got like 3 hours until the boys, gender neutrally, because Quind is included in that. Will be ready for peak. So last time I think this took like an hour and a half. Depending on how it shakes out, I can also re-simulate it and we can do a couple runs. If it's fun, and then I can always at the end, I've been talking about doing gaggle. We can always do gaggle if I realize I still have like 30 minutes or something and we don't feel like running it again. I'm super excited. I love doing the Hunger Games. For you guys who don't know, this is all from a site. I'm so scared that this is gonna like reset itself. It's from this site right here. Hi Blossom Mod. Because it could maybe not happen or land on another one. Yeah. Well, I will say I did delete the other events. I tried to go through and clear out some of the non stuff, just kind of hoping, but a lot of it was just kind of generic, and I was like, ah, it still works. But I did go through and clear out some of the extra events. I added some Fallout themed things. I am going to work under the assumption that most people, most everyone in chat will know what the Hunger Games are. Even if you've never watched or read it, you have an idea. You know, Hunger Games, Running Man, Battle Royale. Most of my favorite genre of Japanese movies, like Werewolf Game, Squid Game, which is Korean, not Japanese. But the ones I watch, I watch a lot of the ones in Japanese. They're really fun. I enjoy them. Um, but well, hey, did you get it yesterday? Listen, that's what we do. But yeah, so we'll be doing more. We'll be running through. I'll show you guys. I'm not gonna change up who's in what district because some of these make really good sense, some of them don't. But hey, that's just that's just how we roll, baby. Um, we got District Run. We got Fox and Lily. From 3 and New Vegas. Oh lord, y'all are gonna find out I'm a fake fan. District 2, we got Nick Valentine and Piper. From 4. From District 3, we got Hancock and Raul from 4 and New Vegas. This is me proving that I know Fallout things. District 4, we've got okay, actually, hold on, let me back it up. So, this was my thought process when I was doing these. Is I put Fox and Lily together because I was like, bam, Super Mutant District. District 1, that's amazing. The FEV District. District 2, I put Nick and Piper because they're both from Diamond City. Hancock and Raul got put together because they're both ghouls, and I was like, hey, and they're both ghouls with hats, with fancy hats, which I felt was cool. Pairing them in the guilds based only on that is kind of problematic. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's themed, okay, and it's not all ghouls that are there because there's other ghouls that are spread out. Fucked up and evil. It's the Hunger Games, baby. Well, that was like a thing though. Like each of the districts has like a themed thing. Like, so District 4 was Dance and Cross because they're both Brotherhood of Steel. District 5 was Dean, Domino, and Christine because they're both from Dead Money together. 6 is Butch and Karen because I never met. This was my throwaway district. I'm gonna be so real with you. This is my throwaway district. District 6 was throwaway. District 7 was Boone and Veronica because they are my first companions in New Vegas, even though I'm pretty sure they hate each other. 8 is Preston Garvey and X688. I think this was another throwaway. I kind of I around here I was around like starting district. I paired up these ones and I'm like this all makes so much sense. And then these ones I just kind of threw together. District 8 is Preston Garvey and X688. I think I put them because they're both from 4. And District 9 was Joshua Graham and God Dog because they're both from New Vegas DLCs. District 10 was Arcade and Cassidy because they're both from 4. That district scares me a little bit. 11, we did Lone Wanderer and Courier from 3 in New Vegas. And then District 12 is Nate and Nora from 4. So it's companions and then it's the player characters for the last 2 districts. That I try to do, it's just the base ones. Although in my head, Courier would probably be Mero Biba. I just kind of use the cover art for those. I didn't want to like do anything like specific, like how I have Justin Slaughter for my District 12. And I've never actually played as Nate for 4. I have no desire to. But yeah, so these are your districts. We don't think too much about them. Really, after 4, they just after 5, I was just like throwing people together, except for these ones. So I got all the way to District 5, and then I was like, oh, well, I'll District 11 and 12, I'll do these ones. And then everybody else was just like the companions that I kind of liked or thought were cooler. And then I didn't include some of the losers. So, hey, this is our reaping. I don't know. Get your money, get your bets in now. Who you think is gonna win? I think Veronica would be cool with Boone because she's a saint, but Boone would probably call her some slur for Brotherhood of Steel members under his breath every time she punches someone. Well, okay, but in my head too, and I know that Veronica is, and the reason I didn't put like Veronica with like Dan's or Cross for like Brotherhood is that like in my head at the end of my playthrough, she's no longer Brotherhood anymore. So it's like this is after New Vegas, okay? Boone's chilled out. We saved his wife, which is something that happens despite what the haters might tell you. And Veronica is doing her thing, living her best life. Her leaving is the canon ending. Yeah, so she's no longer Brotherhood of Steel. In my brain. Let me think. I think that's it. Anybody who doesn't know the Brant Steel Hunger Games Simulator, basically it's going to completely random generate the events that happen. It doesn't take into account like stuff that has happened previously. It keeps track of who dies. It will give them random things. It doesn't like account for like, oh, you know, it's you could put anybody anywhere. It's not going to be like, oh, you know, District 4 was the like, because there are some that do that, I think, but this one is like District 4, you know, it's not going to be like, oh, this person picked up, thank you for the self-care, this person picked up you know, a weapon earlier and they continue having it. It just kind of randomly generates them, which I think is kind of funnier. I do eventually, want to do my own, like, DM'd it kind of a thing, where it does take into account and keep going, but that's gonna be a much more involved process. I've got a little bit written out for it, as far as just having, like, a skeleton structure for it. But I just think that the randomness from this one is really funny to me. It really appeals to me. I do not know who's going to win this. I don't know what happens. I've simulated a couple of them just to, like, when I was setting stuff up to see, like, how it all ran. I've had, I think, Arcade Ganon won the first one. I had one where Nate died first and Nora won the entire thing. Right before stream started, I was testing stuff out and Christine won, and I was like, this is beautiful. So we'll see. I don't fucking know. Hi, Psych. I'm going for District 11. Yeah, you guys get your district reps in now. No promises on what's gonna happen. Like I said, it's completely random, and sometimes stuff will happen. It will be like, well, that wouldn't actually happen in the game. But hey, that's the beauty of Vault 93. Anything can happen. And I have decided Vault 93 is just us running continuous Hunger Games simulations. We haven't got enough more players. We could do a prediction. Oh, we could. I don't really do a lot of those, but yeah, we can if you guys want to do predictions. I'll have to see. So sometimes you'll have like, and I do have the deaths a little bit lower because I'm hoping that will help make an arena event happen, like, more likely. Because sometimes you'll have it where you've got, like, 10 people alive, and then the next day, 8 of them fucking die. I have 80K I can give to chat, share the wealth, redistribute the wealth. Whose fucking chat were we in there talking about that before? But yeah, I'm super excited. Like I said, I've got 3 hours until friends I'm gonna be playing Peak with already, so we can run this a couple times. If we decide we're kind of done, we'll switch over to Gaggle. We love Gaggle. And we'll watch. They have Newlywed Game and Supermarket Sweep. So we'll probably watch Gaggle later, and I'll get like a snack before we switch to Peak. Hi, Carl. Ooh, Stardew Valley. When'd you play Stardew Valley? All right, you guys ready? I do also have, I'll keep track of it on mine in case anybody at any point is like, wait, who's alive and who's dead? Is I do have a pop-up thing with everybody that once they die, I'll boom, boom, cross them out, kind of a thing. So that will be there. So if at any point we're like, wait, who's still alive? Like if we get raided or if anybody has a question, I do have that to pull up. So that's kind of cool. Monday, it's been saying that all week. Oh, listen, Carl, I'm tired. So here's the thing. I never told you guys this. My glasses broke. And I haven't been able to get them fixed yet. I need to get super glue. So I had to revert to my old glasses, which are like 15 years old, I think, at this point. They're no, probably like 10 years old. So they're not exactly my prescription and haven't been for a while. So everything I've just been living this entire week with the migraine. But hey, we ball. All right. It's gonna show you the first couple every time. This is just the best way I could get to do it. So we're gonna calm down on reacting when we see the second one. We're gonna go in order. As a tribute, stand on their podiums. The horn sounds. This is the bloodbath. So I'm assuming everybody here knows. Unless somebody asks me specifically, I'm assuming everybody here knows Hunger Games. Arcade Gannon runs away from the cornucopia like a bitch. Dean Domino runs away from the cornucopia like a bitch. Like VC word, and yeah, like I do want to do that. I don't know what I'll do it with to start with. I really wanted to do a horror one. I always felt like that was kind of cool. Christine runs away from the cornucopia. She's so smart. I love that for her. Nick Valentine finds a canteen full of dirty water. Lone Wanderer runs away. X688 runs away. I'm pretty sure this is the Institute guy. I haven't actually met him in 4 yet. Joshua Graham runs away. Preston Garvey, spelt correctly. I did accidentally misspell him the first time I did this, and Carrie was like, you dumb bitch. Runs away. Courier grabs a pair of glass knuckles. Okay, Merobiba. Nate runs away. Cross takes a sickle from inside. Nora runs away. Preston Gavey. I wish that was how I had misspelled it. I just think Preston sounds funny. Yeah, hey, listen. Cassidy, Fox, Dans, and Piper share everything they gathered before running. Aw, listen, you know what? I don't know much about him other than the fact that every time I see him in that stupid fucking police place, he's giving me eyebrows and I don't like it. But I think these 3 would get along. I gotta lurk while I run errands, have fun. You're good, Carl! Let me know once you guys are back. I don't know how much I'll be in Discord, so whenever you guys are ready in like a few hours, let me know. Karen, yeah, finds a syringe of buff out and runs away. He's gonna get addicted, oh god. Lily finds a backpack full of camping equipment. I love that. Hancock runs away. Veronica and oh, here it is. Here it is. Already, they were in the same district. Veronica and Boone fight for a bag. Boone gives up and retreats, probably saying something nasty about the Brotherhood of Steel under his breath while he runs away. Raoul runs away. God Dog gathers as much food as he can. Butch breaks. Oh no, fuck. Hey, that's just somebody's. Butch breaks somebody's nose for a box of Blamco mac and cheese. That's fitting. Canonically, Boone and Veronica is great as melee, as we all learned. Okay, hopefully this is not the only time this is the only time this happens. And this is on me for spam doing all of this like 5 minutes before stream started. I too would break a nose with mac and cheese. It's so good. It is. Okay, well, listen, Boone tends to Raoul's wounds. Christine receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. It's, who's the guy in Dead Money that's, like, doing all of that? Yeah, they're opposites in combat. Yeah, that's why I stuck with Veronica and took all of Boone's clothes and forgot I did that. Lily and Karen hunt for other tributes. That's terrifying. Nate attacks X688, but he manages to escape. Hancock stumbles across a group of bloat flies, but is able to fight them off. Thank God. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm scared we'll be bud. Butch attacks Cross, but she manages to escape. Preston Garvey picks flowers. Hey, he's got priorities. Fox thinks about home. Nick constructs a shack. That's his little detective shack. Oh, he's doing, I don't know if you guys have watched Survivor. He's doing the thing that fucking like Boston Rob does, where he made like an undercover shack in trees that he could like watch people and spy on people. He had a little spy shack. It's like one of my favorite seasons. Dan stabs God Dog while his back is turned. Oh no. I think that means he's dead. Cassidy defeats Piper in a fight, but spares her life. That's on lesbians. I miss Aaron's shack. It's kind of a pro-Legion centrist. I don't see Boone tending to anything of his. Oh, is he? I kind of just ignored him other than the fact that he was Danny Trejo, and that was really cool to me. Arcade searches for firewood. Joshua Graham tends to Veronica's wounds. Courier picks flowers, and that's on Mewabiba. Nora receives a can of pork and beans from an unknown sponsor. It's Sean. It's her son. Dean Domino thinks about home. He really just wants to leave. He's like, I might just run into the wall and everyone can explode because I'm so done with these people. Lone courier, lone wanderer tries to sleep through the entire day. He's just like me for real. It's like, I do not care about any of these people, boss, but I heard Legion territory is safe anyway. I just fixed radios. I don't know, man. Hey, I don't know, man. All right. Fallen companions, night 1. One clap of Todd's ass can be heard in the distance. Rip God Dog, he was my favorite. I'm so sad he's died first. I guess somebody has to die first, huh? Alright, Butch tries to treat infection. I imagine he got hit while he was fighting for the mac and cheese. Lily finds an old world radio. Aw, what do you think she's listening to? She's listening to what's the Three Dog? Is that the radio station? Preston Garvey stays awake all night. Dean Domino tends to his wounds. Christine, Raoul, and Cross cheerfully sing songs together. Okay. GNR, Radio, Three Dog. Yeah! That's what, yeah. Hey. Arcade Gannon, Courier, and Lone Wanderer sleep in shifts. I like these two together still. Lily has something she would listen to, but it feels very spoilers. I'm not telling you. You gotta see it yourself in a YouTube video or in a game. I liked Lily so much. I think if I when I eventually replay that game, I think I'm gonna try and find Lily very fast, and she's gonna be my companion. I like her. Nora tends to Nate's wounds. Oh my god, they ended up backed up together. Okay, that makes sense. Veronica receives purified water from an unknown sponsor. It's the people from the little shopping place where you find her. Joshua Graham, Fox, Piper, Hancock, and Karen sleep in shifts. Hey, so far so good. Cassidy thinks about winning. She's got the eye on the prize. Nick receives Rat Away from an unknown sponsor. Diamond City. It's the 188 trading post. Boone looks at the night sky and thinks about his wife. X688 receives purified water from an unknown sponsor. Obviously, it's the Institute. Which seems kind of cheaty, because I was doing this, and I was like, I mean, obviously it's in a vault, so I think it's Vault Tech that's, like, putting all of this together and, like, causing all of this. My cat just scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. I also think about Boone's wife on lonely nights. He's not special. Stop. Oh, fuck. Wrong button. Dan sees a fire but stays hidden. Okay. Day 2. Christine scares Piper off. Nick collects mutt fruit. Hey, they're living their best lives. Courier receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. It's House. There's two people House really wants to kiss, and it's the Courier and Cooper Howard. It's House. He sent Victor. Yeah, he just sends Victor. Joshua Graham chases Cross. Nora searches for a water source. Arcade Gannon picks flowers. Boone and Nate work together for the day. They probably both talk about how much they miss their wife. And then Boone finds out Nate's wife is still alive, and he's like, what the fuck, dude? I thought she was dead. Betrayal. They're broing it up right now. Speaking of, Butch and Raoul split up to search for resources. Dan's makes a wooden nail board. Oh, okay. X688, Fox, and Lily hunt for other tributes. Terrifying. Lone Wanderer stumbles across a group of bloatflies, but is able to fight them off. That's right. That scares you? That scares me too. Like some of these, like some of the group ups that will happen, you're like, Karen receives a can of pork and beans from an unknown sponsor. I don't even know. This is probably the one companion I know like the least about. I don't even think I ever met him in 3. He just seemed really cool. Hancock questions his sanity. Canon. Veronica's collecting some mutt fruit, and Dean Domino's discovering a river. Cassidy receives a wasteland omelet from an unknown sponsor, and hidden inside is a little mini bottle of hooch. The folks from Undercity and Evo 3. Yeah, when I played 3, I unfortunately sped run it without super meaning to. And that I thought the main storyline was gonna go on a lot longer, and then I accidentally finished the game with Fox. I had Fox for I got him at like the beginning of that stream, and then at the end of the stream, I beat the game, and I was like, well, and I could go back into it because I played it with Tale of Two Wastelands mod. And I still have all that downloaded. So we immediately went over to New Vegas, but I could travel back to 3 and explore that some more if I wanted to. Is brainwashed since child. He's basically a dog to anyone who has him contracted. He's a baby? Aww. Preston Garvey receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Hey, a settlement was like, you remember when he sent that person because we needed help? All right, no claps of Todd's ass can be heard in the distance. Everyone's still alive. Let's see. Night 2, Nate receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. That could be so many people. Fox is unable to convince Nick to not kill him. That's a lot of negatives in that. Nick just killed Fox. My boys are getting... The fact that God Dog and Fox both got knocked out back-to-back... Not back-to-back, but first and second, does not bode well for me and who I think I want to win this. Because they would have been in my top, 4. After that, it's probably Nick and Veronica, but we'll see. Mama Murphy sent the explosives? Yeah. Lily is awoken by nightmares. My girl, she needs to listen to her radio some more. Cassidy and Preston Garvey hold hands. Hey, I'm noticing this. One thing about Fallout is they're going to give these characters a hat. I hope Joshua Graham wins because he's an industry plant. Yeah, that or X688, also an industry plant. Veronica finds an old... see, Lily lost her radio. Veronica found it. Raoul screams for help. Same, buddy. Charon accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Oh no, he's out. Sorry, bud. Better luck next time. Same. I would also do that, though. Tap at the captured Raoul again. Yeah. Locked his ass back in there. Joshua Graham sees a fire, but stays hidden. X688 loses sight of where he is. It's because he still has it's nighttime and he still has his sunglasses on. He can't see. He's like, I simply will never take these sunglasses off. I'm too cool. I'm too cool. Joshua hiding from fires. Yeah. Butch, Nora, and Boone sleep in shifts. Nora, free my girl. Get her away from these people. Birdman, yeah, Birdman, yeah, he sees the fire and he's like, ooh. Flashbacks. Cross, Christine, and Arcade Ganon sleep in shifts. Free my girl! Don't tell Nate? Yeah, don't tell Nate. Well, Boone, okay, that's really funny though, because Boone was hanging out with Nate, and they were talking about their wives, and now Boone found Nora, and he's probably like, hey, I saw your husband. Tell Nate what? Butch is a virgin and Boone loves his wife. I still can't believe I just shot Butch in the head, and then afterwards you guys were like, he was supposed to be your first companion. Lone Wanderer is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth, and thinks of his father, Liam Neeson. Oh, what is this? Courier and Dan's huddle for warmth. They're cuddling. They're spooning. Dean Domino is unable to start a fire, sleeps without warmth. Piper, she starts a fire because you see she's self-sufficient and smart and beautiful and lovely. I feel like I have to root for her until Jess gets here. Because I know that's who Jess wants to win. Hancock passes out from exhaustion. Same, bud. This was me at 3:30 this morning. Courier got that confirmed bachelor perk? Yeah. Alright, hey. Day 3. Piper thinks about home. She's thinking about her sister? Is that her sister that... Or just like her little child friend? Lily goes hunting. Cassidy makes a wooden nail board. Okay, it's because she can't find a gun. Little sister? Yeah. Piper's thinking about her little sister. If she gets anything, it would be a gift from her little sister, probably. Christine sets an explosive off, killing Lone Wanderer. Hancock, no! And Butch. Hey, well, something good came out of this. The boys! That does mean, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. That does mean, 1, 2, 3, District 6 is completely out. Damn, Christine. I mean, honestly, that kind of fits for her. She was like super smart with like the because her thing was keeping your bombs from going off. It's always fun when stuff kind of works out like that. All right. Boone questions his sanity. He's missing his wife. Cross, Nick, Veronica, and Joshua raid Dan's camp while he is hunting. Damn, they're bullying that man. I like to think they're not together. All 4 of them raid his camp separately. At different times. There's also a rum raid in chat. Oh, Nate diverts Nora's attention and runs away. Do you think Nate and Boone held hands while they were hugging out? And then Boone told Nora about it? And then Nate had to distract her while he ran away to go find Boone, who's questioning his sanity. And by that, I mean, he's thinking, damn, I miss my wife, but Nate was kind of cute. Is that? I think that's the narrative I'm going with. Preston Garvey practices his archery. He's hanging around camp. Dean Domino receives a wasteland omelet from an unknown sponsor. It's me, because I love Dean Domino. Courier defeats X688, which is it's a sad name. I need him to have an actual name. Defeats in a fight, but spares his life, so he's not dead. Raoul and Arcade hunt for other tributes together? It's terrifying. All right, 5 claps of Todd's ass can be heard in the distance. We lost Fox, Karen, Lone Wanderer, Hancock, and Butch. All the... What's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 people dead so far, all guys. If you join the Legion with Boone as a companion, he does go depressed and insane in his ending side. He stops being your companion, then in the end, he does a suicide run into a Legate's camp. Single-handedly kills like half the Legion, gets captured alive. The Legate tries to give him respect for being tough, and he just spits in the eye in front of everyone. 4 Fallout 3 characters gone. Damn! Honestly, though, that's such a cool, like... I mean, it's a terrible ending for Boone, but, like, also that's such a cool fucking... Like, Boone's cool. I like Boone. I give him shit, but I like Boone. Hey. We can't all make varsity. Alright. Cross begs for Cassidy to kill her. She refuses, keeping Cross alive. However, Lily is dead. Our first girl. Courier bashes Lily's head in with a wooden nail bat. Courier, no! No! Okay, I'm fine. I've recovered. Dan's Dean, Arcade, Veronica, and Boone sleep in shifts. Nate attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Nora looks at the night sky. She's thinking about Sean. Courier delivered grandma to Jesus. Next day delivery. Same day delivery. Piper, Nick, X688, Raoul, and Preston sleep in shifts. Christine lets Joshua into her shelter. Don't do it, Christine. Don't do it, Christine. Bald recognizes Bald. Nate's hunting for other tributes. Nora's picking flowers. Preston steals from Dean while he isn't looking. That's the old money experience. Little Jimmy, please don't hurt Grandmama. Bam. Cassidy diverts Cross's attention and runs away. Boone steals from Raoul while he isn't looking. Probably. Christine sprains her ankle while running away from Veronica. Piper sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Joshua, he's picking flowers. He's like, it's been a long day. Nick's thinking about home. He's thinking about Diamond City. And he's thinking about Evan Winters, and what was we learned his name yesterday. I should remember it. Christina and Veronica are ex-girlfriends in game. Oh shit! So Veronica. Oh man. Oh, do you think they recognize? Oh, Veronica let her get away. I think. She's Veronica's ex who ran off. Well, yeah, we just read that. She literally just said she sprained her ankle running off from Veronica. Dan's hunts for other tributes. X688, Courier, and Arcade hunt for other tributes. All right. Things are getting spicy. Everybody, 07's in chat, Rip Lily, I'll miss you forever. Nora and Arcade Gannon tell stories about themselves to each other. Veronica loses sight of where she is because she's so upset Christine ran off for a second time. Boone? Boone! Oh no, he's going evil. Boone forces Dean Domino to kill Cassidy or Piper. He decides to kill Cassidy. Damn. Rip Cassidy. Cross thinks about winning. Eye on the prize. I feel like I would enjoy talking to a pre-war person and asking whatever they know about medicine and shit if they're educated. Which I think Nora would be. I mean, she was a lawyer, but she was like, you know, she was a mom. She was educated. I feel like they'd have decent conversation. Well, Nora is a lawyer. I don't know if it's the spouse always has the same job, but I know Nora was a lawyer. So I don't know if it's like if you play as Nate, Nora is still a lawyer, or like if since I'm playing as Nora, if that makes Nate the lawyer. Does talk about Old World College and education with him? Yeah. Let's see. Cross is thinking about winning. Nate sets up camp for the night. Preston Garvey tends to his wounds. Rawls attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Nate will always be a soldier and will always be a lawyer. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's cool. Raoul attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Joshua Graham begs Christine to kill him. She refuses, keeping Joshua. She did let him into her shelter yesterday. And now he's probably just been like, he was like, I'm gonna go pick flowers. And then they came back the next night and was like, will you just kill me, please? Just fucking kill me. And Christine is like, no, you must live and suffer. But scrap content, Nora was also supposed to be a soldier. Oh, like, what's the You Can't Handle the Truth movie? The soldier lawyer guys. Nick begs for Dan's to kill him. He refuses, keeping Nick alive. X688 and Courier sleep in shifts. Oh, they're together. Nick, Joshua, Boone, and Courier hunt for other tributes. A Few Good Men? Yeah. Yeah, they're soldier lawyers in that movie. Christine, Dean, Veronica, and Piper hunt for other tributes. Dean hates his life right now. That's what that setup is. Dean hates his life right here. Oh. Dan's X688, Nora, Cross, and Nate are hunting. Preston steals from Raoul again. Everybody's stealing from Raoul. My guy, pay attention. Please. Arcade tries to spearfish with a trident. Rip Cassidy. Arcade, Ganon, and Joshua run into each other, decide to truce for the night. Oh yeah, so we're on night 5. Gaslights the group and is like, no, I'm one of the girls, plans to set fire to their camp. We go into the next night and it's just, he kills them all. Roll and Cross tell stories about themselves to each other. Piper tries to sing herself to sleep. Wonder what song she's singing. Dean attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. He should have stuck with the girlies. Oh, Nate and Nora are back together. Oh, we got 3 of the player characters together. We got the 3 remaining player characters alive here. Attempts. What did I say? Planning to say test, plan to set the fire. Oh my god, Carrie, stop. They're sleeping in shifts. Christine's screaming for help, same. Yeah, because she saw Dean Domino try to set them all on fire. Boone tends to Preston Garvey's wounds. I feel like they'd get along. They got, like, oh boy, soldier energy, you know? Like, Dan's defeats Veronica in a fight, but spares her life. Yeah. Alright. Day 6. Preston and Courier work together for the day. Raoul, Dan's, X6, Christine, and Dean hunt for other tributes. Dean keeps getting into situations, like, getting into groups. Dean is, like, group bouncing right now. Veronica explores the arena. Nora begs Boone to kill her. He refuses, keeping her alive. He's like, no, I can't. You're my boyfriend's wife. Preston got the courier helping set. Hey, have you got time today to talk about our Lord and Savior settlements that need your help? Joshua explores. Arcade Ganon travels to higher ground. Piper thinks about home. She's thinking about her sister again. Nate's eating fruit. Cross stumbles across a group of bloatflies, but is able to fight them off. Nick explores. Nobody died. All right. Y'all gotta start dying. Hashtag start dying. Raoul tends to his... night 6. Raoul tends to his wounds. Preston Garvey sets up camp for the night. Dean Dominoes tries to treat his infection. Courier receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. House. It's House. Joshua, Graham, and Nate run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Nick's thinking about winning. Piper ambushes Arcade Ganon and kills him. Rip. Got another one. Oh, that means all of District... So, just to check in with you guys on that one. District 1 is gone, 6 is gone, and now 10 is gone. X688 and Veronica huddled for warmth. I can see that. Piper's like, yeah, home. I should kill someone. Piper's thinking about her sister, and then she's like, damn, she's been renewed. She's got, like, yeah, I gotta get home to my sister. We're gonna get home to them. Boone receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. It's Novak. It's people at Novak are sending him stuff. Cross, Dans, and Nora cheerfully sing songs together. Christine looks at the night sky. It's the NCR. Oh, yeah. All right, day 7. Ooh, wrong way. Joshua attacks Nate, but he manages to escape. Christine camouflages herself in the bushes. Boone stalks X688 because he's gonna snipe him. It's Cliff trying to get Boone to promote his Dino Toys. This so sponsored by Dino Toys. Nora injures herself. No! Veronica, Piper, Dean, Cross, and Dans are hunting for tributes. Courier searches for firewood. Oh no! Preston, Garvey, Raoul, and Nick get into a fight. Raoul triumphantly kills them both. Damn! No! Nick's out. Preston's out. Raoul got tired of people stealing his shit. Told you Raoul was gonna win? Oh, is that who you're voting for? He got tired of people stealing his shit. Then he keeps sticking with Veronica and Piper. Can you blame him? I can't blame him. I don't know about the Veronica of it, but Piper was probably like, oh, I'm a journalist. I, tell stories and stuff. And Dean's like, oh, she'll interview me. I was something of a famous person. All right, three claps of Todd's ass can be heard in the distance. Arcade, Preston, and Nick. Oof. Listen, this is why I can never say who I want to win because they're gonna die immediately. Boone receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. It's the radioactive, the little spaceships that you get in Novak. Raoul climbs a tree to rest. Killing 2 people takes a lot out of you, is the thing. Nora and Veronica talk about the tribute still alive. Aw. They'd get along, I think. Christine's thinking about winning. Courier's tending to Piper's wounds. And that's just hanging out with Dean for too long. For the new Fallout season, there was a theory I was hoping so badly would come true that once they gullified the king, started copying... That would be super funny. Dean, Domino, Dan's, Joshua, and X688 tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. That's probably world's worst blunt rotation. Cross loses sight of where she is. Nate loses sight of where he is. They're falling apart. Dean, yeah, Dean has seen ghosts. Like, Joshua is the ghost story. Yeah, like, Joshua's just telling his life story. Dean's just talking about what he's seen, and the other two are like, what the fuck? There's a Grimer in chat. Nate scares Joshua off, probably with fire. X688 stumbles across a group of bloatflies, but is able to fight them off. Dean discovers a river. Raoul begs for Nora to kill him. He's feeling guilt over, I think, murdering 2 people. She refuses, keeping him alive, though. Veronica overhears Cross and Dance talking in the distance. Oh, they're from the same district. Don't do a roll! Yeah, some people in chat are relying on you to win. Christine injures herself. Piper receives a can of pork and beans from an unknown sponsor, her sister. Saw a super mutant in the distance and thought it was Tabitha? Yeah. Well, both the super mutants are dead. Instantly wanted out. Boone begs for Courier to kill him. He refuses, keeping Boone alive. Yeah. Yeah. That's what happens when you miss your wife too much. Alright, arena event! Centaur attack! The remnants of the Master Centaur experiment stampede through the arena. People are about to die. Piper manages to kill a centaur and is able to loot a ripper from it. My girl! He just wants to be with his wife again. Dean Domino manages to kill a centaur and is able to loot a ripper from it. Everybody's gonna have rippers after this. Boone also. Raoul. X68 survives the stampede, but succumbs to chemical burns from the centaur spit. Rip. Christine's fine. Cross is fine. Everybody's getting rippers because those are my favorite weapon. Courier and Nate get cornered and tongue whipped to death. No! Courier's out! Rip District 11, they're gone. Nora's the last remaining player character alive. Oof. Listen, arena events are like the great equalizer. Veronica manages to kill a centaur. Nora manages to kill it. Joshua Graham sacrifices themselves so that Dan's can get away. So Joshua is also out. 4 claps of Todd's ass can be heard in the distance. X688, Courier, Nate, and Joshua. We lost some real ones. Well, he was a religious man. Sometimes with swarm tactics, so it makes sense a lot of them could manage to kill one. Yeah, yeah. Um, it's all about like, you know, separating them out, hiding. So this is where we're at. We're in 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. We got 9 people left. Nora's the last player character. Cross is the last one from 3. New Vegas, we still have Veronica, Boone, Raul, and then Dean and Christine. Old Ronnie Blues are hanging in there. Those two. And then 4 would be Piper and Dan's. One more day than prediction. Yeah, we'll see. Because we're at what I said 9, so I kind of want to get it down to 5. We'll see if people die the next day. Oh, Psycho, who did you pay off? Boone fends Veronica, Piper, and Dan's away from his fire. People are getting aggro. Cross, Raul, and Nora get into a fight. Raul triumphantly kill fucking Danny Trejo. No, that means okay. No more player characters. And then Cross is also dead. 2, 4, 5, 6. We're at 7 left. Fucking boy, yeah. Holy shit. Dean and Dean, Domino, and Christine hold hands. We'll do one more day because we're at 2, 4, 7 people. Oh, it's the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. They're still reeling from Dead Morning DLC. Yeah. Dean saw the numbers are going down, and Christina's getting sad, so he's giving her the bare minimum. He's gaslighting her. He will betray her later. No! Boone accidentally steps on a landmine. Dean decides not to go to the feast. Do you think he gaslit Christine, though, into going? No, I guess they're holding hands, and she was like, we gotta go to the feast. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. We're not going to the feast. Raul kills Dan's as he tries to run. 5 people left. We'll see what happens at the end of the feast, and then we'll do a prediction. Piper decides not to go. Just eat a cigarette, Christine here. No, my girl! So the next one should be, oh. Nope, okay. So this is what we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me pull up. I'll start a prediction. I don't know if we have enough people here to do it. Let's see, hold on. I almost just cleared chat. Would that help the situation? It's gonna be either Raul or Dean, I'm telling y'all. Oop. Hey, the last prediction we did was for the last Hunger Games between Adeline, Will, and Aloy. Damn, big money, big money, big money. I'm starting a prediction. Who will win? All right. So we've got Piper, Raul, Dean, Christine. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do. Oh, I've got an ad. If I do an ad now, can you do predictions during ads? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start a prediction. And I'll do a 3-minute ad. It should be, yeah, we got like 6 minutes, so it should be close enough anyways. I'll do a 3-minute ad before we continue. Um, Carrie, you are free to vote in it because I'll end the prediction. So we'll do that. I'm gonna do BRB. Um, with a 3-minute ad, and then we'll come back. That way we don't have to worry about ads covering stuff up. We'll run a second one after this too. This is really fun. But I'll be back. Oh no, were you not able to get in and do it? Carrie, that is so many points on Christine. You sure? Well, we'll probably, like I said, we'll probably be able to. We're gonna have enough time. I'll be able to run a second one. Um, or probably be able to run a second Hunger Games thing, and so maybe we can get it in for the second one. All right. All right. Let's see. Piper practices her archery. Christine diverts. Raoul tried to go for Christine. Christine diverts Raoul's attention and runs away. All those points on random commands. Right, when Raoul wins. Dean camouflages himself into the bushes. All right, so yeah, these are all the people that died during the feast. Cross, Nora, Boone, Dan's, Veronica. All right. Dean, what? No! Oh god, Christine, you're all by yourself! Dean, Domino, Piper, and Raoul cheerfully sing songs together. Christine receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. No! Piper, okay, Piper begs, for the record, I'm voting for Piper, because I know I'm doing it for Jess. Piper begs for Raoul to kill her. He refuses, keeping Piper alive. He's playing a long game here. It's just fooling them to make him drop their guard, yeah. Christine receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Dean Domino constructs a shack. He's building a little secret shack. Shake Shack, even. They're all sleeping. Hey, they're like, hey, we just had a rough night. They all are like, let's call truces. Let's just relax. We're gonna sleep in shifts. It's gonna be fine. We'll start back up tomorrow. And then they separate, right? Raul's like, I'm gonna go to higher ground. All right. Dean Domino's like, Piper, get the fuck away from me. I'm tired of being near you. I miss Veronica. Christine is eating pork and beans. I'll probably up the deaths too, and then it'll go a little bit quicker. Rilla's off to Black Mountain. Yeah. Piper and Christine are holding hands. Christine has not done anything with that explosive, so that same sponsor sent one to Dean Domino. And Rola's setting up camp for the night. No, Carrie, I'm so sorry. Piper goes hunting. Dean Domino, he finally did it! He finally turned on her! Severely injures Christine and puts her out of her misery. Well, that makes it sound like it was an accident. Like they were doing something else, accidentally injured her, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna put you out of your misery, you're fine. Raul is questioning his sanity up on Black Mountain. Alright, so sorry. Carrie's about to lose so many fucking channel points. So, hey, you're still in this. You're about to have so many points. Alright, top three. Top three. They're still going. Piper convinces Raul to snuggle with her. Dean Domino tries to treat his infection. Oh, so that's what happened, is they both got injured by something. They probably, like, stepped on, like, a poison something. I don't know, man. Somebody smarter than me with Fallout, tell me. And injured them both. Dean put Christine out, and now he's trying to treat his own infection. Dean Domino and Raul come across a Deathclaw nest. Raul trips Dean Domino, leaving them behind as bait. So Dean's dead. Piper unknowingly eats irradiated mutt fruit and dies. From District 3! Holy shit! How did you call that? Who did you pay off? Oh, bro, damn. Holy shit. Let me in the Twitch. Choose outcome. Holy shit. Raul won. Complete. Enjoy, like, the 60k channel points you just got from Carrie. It says I was gonna bet Rune or Raul until Sai got on him. Hey. Always bet on the Vaquero. Exactly. Maybe I'll have to go back and actually friend Raul next time I play that one. He's gonna have a body count too. What? It'll show us. Hold on. All right, Raul, the winner, had 6 kills. Piper, 2nd place. Dean, 3rd. Christine, Veronica, Dan, Spoon, Nora, Cross, Josh, Nate, Poirier, X688, Nick, Preston. Damn. He got my boys so quick. Then I had to pivot, but Dean Domino did too well, so I expected him to die before Christine. Yeah. I love that you're trying to put thought into it when the game this is 100% all RNG. It does not care about what happened previously. Oh, that's so funny. Raul, bloodthirsty. Let's go. Like it's a show. I like being immersed. No, hey. Do your immersion. Do your immersion. Honestly, Christine and Dean made it so, like, they made it so much longer than I thought they would. So Raul is always my go-to companion. Is he super bloodthirsty? How does he fight? What we will do now, because I have plenty of time, we got like 2 more hours until they're ready. We'll probably do another run here, which will probably take us like another hour-ish. And then for the last hour, we'll switch over, we'll do some gaggle while we wait for peak. Because then I can eat, because I don't know how late we're going to go. Peak is one of those things that we'll either be playing it for an hour and a half and win super quick, or we'll be playing it for 4 hours and struggling. He's not. He's an old man with a lot of heartbreak and feels disease. Aw, he's a baby. Let me go to options. I'll up the death rate. We might not get the arena, but that's fine. Is revolver user in ranged and lead pipe and melee? Oh, interesting. Cool. Yeah, no, I love this whole Hunger Games scenario simulator thing. It's so fun. But yeah, we'll do it again. Hopefully, I'll give you guys a little more warning before the next prediction at the end. That way, if you need to switch over to browser or anything like that, you can. All right. All right. All right. Let me make sure this is not running the same thing again. Yeah, okay, this is different. All right. Let's see who makes it this time. So Raul won last one. That was fun. Yeah, it's super. You can literally go in and like add all of your own pictures. You can. It also lets you pull from other like shows, so you don't have to add all of your own. But like I think every time I've done it, I've had to add because I've done such random things. Uh, and I know it lasts longer because I'm like speaking it all out loud. I'm taking my headphones off. There's no noise in this. I don't need them on. I can't. Um. Yeah. So I've done this a couple times. Last time we did it, or like, which was I think the first time I've done it on stream. Aloy from Horizon one. I had to think. Aloy from Horizon won that one. That was a very interesting one. I picked like a bunch of like random people
kidding me?
from different like books and movies and games. All right, let's see. Joshua runs away. Lone Wanderer runs away. Dan's finds a pipe gun and some ammo. Aloy from Devilman Crybaby, yeah. Raoul finds a backpack full of camping equipment. He's going to Black Mountain. Butch finds a canteen full of purified water. Arcade finds a canteen full of dirty water. Someone got a little luckier there. Preston Garvey runs away. Karen runs away. God Dog gathers as much food as he can, and we don't blame him. Lily runs away. X688 runs away. Christine's running away. Nick runs away. Dean Domino runs away, but he grabs some lighter and some rope. He needs the lighter for his cigarettes. Piper's running away. Nora's running away. Frost scares Nate away from the cornucopia. Hancock's running away. Cassidy's running away. They're all smart. They know. Courier scares Veronica away. Fox grabs a pair of brass knuckles this time. The Kings let Butch take water from their fountain because they mistake him for one of their own. Yeah, it's the Kings are gonna send Butch like the sponsor stuff because they're like, hey, you know, he kind of looks like one of us. I can't believe they got one of us. Boone finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Nate receives purified water from an unknown sponsor. Christine sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides, better not investigate that. Piper's camouflaging herself in the bushes. Courier steals from, no, you're from the same district, you're friends. Tale 2 Wastelands mod, let's go. Courier steals from Lone Wanderer while he isn't looking. Watch that happen in slow motion. I don't know if you guys heard all that. Courier's canonically pregame the biggest menace in the series, and I love that. Courier, I think, might be one of my favorites. You didn't? Oh, my cat's like I have, like, curtains that hang down, and my cat's, like, at the bottom of them sleeping, like, in it, and the other one just kinda walked up to it and didn't realize it was there and tried to lay on it. Um, not a happy encounter. Cross Cassidy, Joshua, and Veronica raid Butch's camp while he's hunting. Hell yeah, bully him. Lily's camouflaging. It's kind of easy. Her stuff kind of blends in anyways. Hancock explores the arena. Dan sprains his ankle while running away from Nick. Arcade Gannon explores the arena. Preston Garvey stalks Dean Domino. Lily, oh my god, wait, yeah, Lily has the stealth boy. It's her in-game yeah, never mind, Lily with the stealth. Raoul is searching for a water source. Fox is practicing his archery. Karen stalks Nora. Boone and God Dog work together for the day. I don't know. X688 discovers a cave. Everybody lived the first day. Hancock cooks his food before putting his fire out. Smart, safe. Nate fends Preston Garvey, Boone, and Piper away from his fire. We're on night 1. Courier, Arcade, and God Dog cheerfully sings songs together. It's dog at the front for that one. God Dog would gaslight Boone. Fox is questioning his sanity because he was trying to shoot archery and is like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Nick is screaming for help. Same, Brave. They're singing Jingle Jangle. Yeah. Oh, well, Lily, she found an old war radio, so she's listening to it. She thinks she's listening to it, but she's just hearing them singing Jingle Jangle in the distance. X688 receives Radaway from an unknown sponsor. We all know it's the Institute. Christine cooks her food before putting her fire out. Dan sees a fire but stays hidden. It was Christine's, probably. Veronica, she's thinking about home. She's thinking about the Brotherhood. She's like, damn, if I had stayed in the Brotherhood, would I even be here right now? Would they be sending me stuff? And the answer is no, they wouldn't. Karen looks at the night sky. Boone loses sight of where he is. Cross cooks her food before putting her out. Raoul also finds a radio. Everybody's finding a radio. Lone Wanderer receives Radaway from an unknown sponsor, his dad. Joshua Graham questions his sanity. That's just Fallout. OMG, hey! Hi, Quinn. Definitely didn't fall back asleep. Don't worry, don't worry. Damn. How was that nap? This is what Lily listens to. It's insane. She finds radio. Hold on.
Build a website you love.
Wix, shut the fuck up.
For your words.
Oh my goodness. Look at these little angels. Becky, that dress looks so lovely. And Jimmy, oh my word, how you've grown.
I'm 4 whole feet, Grandma. Did you bring us presents, Grandma?
Well, now, I don't know. Have you been good to your mommy and daddy?
Yes.
Gary, what the fuck?
Let Grandma see what you've got.
Heavens to Betsy, but Mr. Oh, that old thing. That's just a holotape from the last time I visited my grandkids. Such sweet little children, you know, little angels. Sometimes it's hard to remember them, so I take that old tape out from time to time and listen. It's my medicine, dearie. It keeps me calm, but it makes my memory go all fuzzy. That's why I only take my dosage every other time.
Quinn taking her
That
meds.
way, at least I remember their faces. Oh, don't you worry your silly little head about that pumpkin. Grandma knows what she's doing.
Oh, that's so sad. I can't believe she found a radio twice, though. That's super funny. Damn. So that's what she's listening to. All right. Let's see. Where were we at? Dean cooks his food before putting fire out. Nora attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Cassidy, she's thinking about home. All right, day 2. Cross receives a can of pork and beans from an unknown sponsor. Fox sees smoke rising in the distance, decides not to investigate. Smart. I really hope I just don't want him to be out first again. It will make me very sad. Preston Garvey steals from... Why is everybody stealing from Raoul again? It's already starting, please! Boone decapitates Cassidy with a sword? He got jealous. They have the same gun. Oh, I gotta reset. She has a shotgun, he has a sniper. No, Boone's like, only one of us can have the guns, and it must be me. Get decapitated. Damn, our first one out. What a way to go. Christine receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Yeah, Carrie lost so much money. The fuck? X688. Hold on, let me go. Butch, Nate, and Arcade Gannon form a suicide pact, killing them. Boys' night! Boys' night! Hope nobody was rooting for any of them. Oh my god, that's so funny. Betting on her winning, and then she lost to Raoul in the end. This is just I'm doubling down a Raoul. Okay. Veronica, Piper, Nick, and Joshua raid Lily's camp while she's hunting. Don't be mean to Grandma! I'm rooting for Lily. Dan scares God Dog off. Dean Domino runs away from the courier. Yeah. Eldegoss. Ooh. Oh, this is our second run through, Quint. We restarted it. We're doing a second run. This is game 2. Lone Wanderer, Hancock, Karen, and Nora search for other tributes. She's searching for her husband. She doesn't know he's dead. 5 claps of Todd's ass can be heard in the distance. Rip Cassidy. Again, the boys' night over here. This is also, yeah, this is where we reset the simulation. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Courier looks at the night 2. Courier looks at the night sky. Veronica Cross and Joshua Graham cheerfully sing songs together. Dan's begs for God Dog to kill him. He refuses, keeping Dan's alive. Hey, Quinn, what if we were Butch, Nate, and Arcade? I mean, maybe? Dean Domino loses sight of where he is. Boone stays awake all night. Karen cooks his food before putting his fire out. Piper and Hancock tell stories about themselves to each other. Aww! It's because they have matching jackets. Nora tends to Raoul's wounds. Nick tends to his own wounds. Preston, he's just going to sleep. He's fucking tired. He's done. Lily kills Christine with her own weapon. Damn! No! Hey, they're taking people out. Goodbye, Christine. She's not winning this one. Yeah, no, last time she made it second. Lone Wanderer receives Radaway from an unknown sponsor. Once again, it is his father. Fox stays awake all night. That's fine. Hey, my 2 were not the first ones dead this time. Nick searches for a water source. Cross picks flowers. Aw. Veronica defeats Lily in a fight, but spares her life. Piper and Hancock tell stories because they're 4 followers and can't shut the fuck up. Yeah. It's just them constantly, they're not even telling stories to each other, they're just in the same area, and they both are, like, on looping their, like, dialogue things of, like, "Hope this area, blah, 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 blah," over and over again. They keep being worried about, "Yeah, it's not that there's a ship in a building, it's that there's still a ship in a building." Um, God Dog, Piper, Preston, Boone raid Joshua's camp while he's hunting. They're bullying him. Raoul's practicing his archery. He's gonna go bloodthirsty again. I'm scared. Courier injures himself, probably getting addicted to some kind of substance. Courier's running around asking people if they want to play Caravan. And Dean receives an explosive. Karen runs away from Fox. Lone Wanderer makes a wooden nail board. Nora's chasing Hancock. Accurate. Courier had a round of fish dough. Dan's explores the arena. Okay. No! Oh my god, an early day 3 arena event. Oh man, I wonder if we're gonna get multiple arena events then. My bad. Centaur attack. Remnants of the Master Centaur experiments stampede through the arena. Nora sacrifices themselves so that Dean Domino can get away. Raoul, Nick, Courier, and the Courier team up to fight off some of the Centaurs. Nick and the Courier are taken down, but Raoul manages to get away. Oh no. Oh, it's happening again. It's happening again. It's happening again. Oh, I've seen this movie before. Veronica manages to kill a centaur and is able to loot a ripper from it. Boone and Lone Wanderer get cornered and tongue whipped to death. So that means no more player characters. All the player characters are dead. Boone is dead. Frost manages to kill a centaur. Dan survives the stampede, but succumbs to chemical burns from the centaur spit. Rip in peace. Preston manages to kill a centaur. Hancock manages to kill a centaur. Joshua manages. God Dog. Aww. Wait. Ah, yes, the classic chemical boon. God Dog sacrifices themselves so that Lily can get away. That's so sad. Oh no, these were all funny. Nora gave up on saving her son in order to save a Vegas singer from her time. Hey, that's on priorities. Piper shoves Karen into the way of the bloodthirsty. Love it. Fox survives but succumbs to chemical boons from the centaur spit. Aww. It's important too. Fox and Lily, I can pull it up. Fox and Lily were from the same district, but God Dog was not. So there was some they flirted together. Grandma and God Dog flirted during the training arcs at the beginning before they go into the Hunger Games. She was a big she was a big Dean Domino fan. We lost 10 people in that. 10 claps of Todd's ass can be heard in the distance. Christine, Nora, Nick, Courier, Boone, Lone Wanderer, Dan's, God Dog, Karen, and Fox. 8. We got 9 people left. Did you know you can meet Uncle Leo in Fallout 3? Ooh, wait, who's that? Y'all are gonna make me play the first and second games at some point, aren't you? I can feel it in my stomach. Preston Garvey receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Hancock fends Cross, Piper, and Lily away from his fire. Raoul, he's just going to sleep. He's sleeping through this. Joshua, Graham, and oh no. I don't like these two together. I don't like this. It's who Lily's talking about. Okay. Joshua, Graham, and Dean Domino talk about the tributes still alive. Veronica tries to sing herself to sleep, but she can't sing, so it's really sad. Oh no! Alright, it's time for the feast. Ross sets an explosive off, killing. Holy shit, wait. Hancock, Raoul, Piper, and Joshua Graham. I'm so sorry. Rip Raoul. Hey, he won last time. You can't win. You can't always make varsity. Veronica kills Preston Garvey for his supplies. Lily decides not to go to the feast. Dean Domino bleeds out due to untreated injuries. All right, we can run a poll. We can run a. I'll run a prediction. We're in our top 3. We've got Lily, Cross, and Veronica. Wow. Okay, let me go back in. This is the warning, so if you guys want to go to browsers, because I know mobile was fucking up before. You know who I'm voting for. Hey, we're gonna start a prediction. It's who is it? Lily, Cross, who's like a sleeper agent in all of this. I think Cross is one of the ones too that I really don't know. I know they're in like Brotherhood. I'll do it for 2 minutes and we'll sit here and yap. All right. Okay. Somebody put 6767 on Veronica. I can only assume this is Carrie putting 67,000 on Cross. Somebody just dropped 840 on Lily. 930. Oh, the votes for Lily are going up. Hey, even if you have no skin in this game, damn, 42,000 for Lily. So right now, underdog is Veronica. If you put a little bit of points on Veronica, you can still carry in Quinn's. I'm assuming the other 142,000 on Lily. Quinn. We need to do more predictions. Then maybe you guys' channel points will finally even out. Oh, 67k. I forgot you did just get all those channel points, huh? You my tiny little 500. No, hey. Channel points all spend the same. Big money, no whammies. Listen, I don't know. I reset this, but this went really fast, so we can probably do another one after this. And then we'll switch over. We'll do an episode of Gaggle so that I can get some food before we switch to Peak. That's true, and I could have spent another 1k, but I like a little Gamba. No, hey, Gamba, what you're comfortable with? I think that's everything. I think the prediction is closed. Emily won't let me go to the casino anymore. All right. That's one thing I saw Dexy in there somewhere. Hi, Dexy. Yeah, he redeemed his special core a little bit ago. All right. Day 4. Lily receives purified water from an unknown sponsor. Cross receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Veronica, she discovers a river. Hey, ladies! Wait a minute, I just realized. Jess! Hi, Jess. Piper tried her hardest, but she went out. She killed some people, though, before she went out. I was rooting on her. For you. For you. Alright, so with all that happening, 6 claps of Todd's ass. We lost Hancock, Raoul, Piper, Joshua, Preston, and Dean. Alright, Lily receives Radaway from an unknown sponsor. Veronica receives an explosive. Cross cries herself to sleep. She's feeling guilty about exploding 4 people. Lily receives an explosive. Cross begs for Veronica to kill her. She refuses, keeping Cross alive. Day 5. Alright, night 5. Lily is unable to start a fire and sleeps without any warmth. Cross receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Veronica sees a fire, but stays hidden. So she sees Cross's fire then, because Lily was not able to start one. So it's down to the ladies, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Veronica scares Cross off. Lily dies from thirst. Hey, nobody takes Lily out but Lily. Oh, nar. Among Cross big money. Hey. Hey. Alright. Who's it gonna be? Cross or Veronica? No! Veronica dies trying to escape the Veronica was trying to fucking leave. Veronica was like, no, I'm fucking out, and she tried to escape. She was like, I'm not part of these games. But then they killed her anyways. No! Fumbled at the 1 yard line! Cross won! Holy shit! Whoa! Wait, so who won that one again? Was that also? Damn, it's like, who are you paying? Who are you paying? How do you know all this? Making sure I'm doing it right. Cross. Complete. Complete. Ring-a-ding-ding, baby. It was rigged from the start. 243k points is wild. Holy shit. Oh man, all right. Last person to say that got pegged and killed. Stop. I thank you all for the donations. Hey, listen, don't spend them all in one place, because I don't know what the fuck you're gonna spend them on. Oh my god, that's so many points. 100k was mine, lol. Hi, Dexy. Oh, did you vote? That's fine. Hey, we'll do it one more time. Hey, you guys got one more chance to 4 kills. That's still not anything on Raul's 6 kills last time. Holy shit. That took us what, like an hour and 30? Yeah, we'll probably the way I go with it, if someone kills the last winner, bet on them. Hey, you know what? You have not been wrong for the second one. So yeah, we'll do one more run through. Oh my god, I love the Hunger Games thing. Let's bring everybody back to life. Can't wait to lose all these points unless you vote for the right person again. We'll keep it on this one because that wasn't too bad. Off the bat? No! Oh man! As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Hancock convinces Nick to not kill him, only to kill him instead. I believe this means Nick is dead. I believe this means Hancock betrayed Nick. I see how it is. Hancock is turning heel! He's turning heel! Raoul grabs a pair of brass knuckles, hashtag Male Biba. Dean Domino finds a canteen full of purified water. Joshua Graham finds a canteen full of purified water. Nick already? Damn, Hancock explored Nick's body a bit too thoroughly. Just the first one off the bat being a murder is wild. I think that's the fastest anyone's died. Christine scares Courier away from the cornucopia. Barks at him.
How queer!
Preston Garvey finds a canteen full of dirty water. Gay? Exactly. Butch takes a handful of throwing knives. Nora and Dan's fight Nate and Veronica. Nora and Dan surf. There are so many betrayals. Holy shit! So Nate and Veronica are dead. Whoa. The instant betrayal. What was happening in that marriage? Norjo, yeah. Listen, imagine choosing Dan's over your husband, of all people. I mean, does that mean I have to go befriend Dan's now? And 4. Christine tried to use sign language, but Courier thought she was preparing to attack. Probably. Lily snaps X688. We're bloodthirsty. Holy shit. Damn, Grandma. Piper just runs away. Piper sees all this that's happening, and she's fucking out. She's like, this is not gonna catch me here. No way, no how, not I. To it, Courier. Hey, me. God Dog runs away. Arcade Gannon grabs a jar of fishing bait while Boone gets fishing gear. They're going on a boys' trip. Fox runs away. Lone Wanderer runs away. Karen runs away. Cross receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Boys' Night Part 2. And Cassidy runs away. Holy shit. Alright, day 1. Cross and Fox, they're hunting for other tributes. Lily and Butch are working together for the day. I could see that. I could see Lily working with almost anybody, is the thing. She's so sweet. Arcade, you slut, that's the wrong sniper. The gay one is at home in Novak. Well, I don't know, last time Nate and Boone were exploring each other's bodies, Nora attacks Arcade Gannon, but Nora's bloodthirsty. I love this. This is me playing her. This is Justin Slaughter. But he manages to escape. Dean Domino receives an explosive. Preston Garvey receives medics and stim packs from an unknown sponsor. Mama, what's her name? Mama Gertrude, Mama Gay? Mama Murphy. Yeah, thanks. Hey, Murphy. Joshua Graham and Boone fight Raoul and Karen. Joshua and Boone survive. Okay, so that means Raoul is out. So quick. Karen is out. Where's my button? So, psych for you playing along at home. Joshua and Boone. Wait, no, because last time it was Cross that won, and Cross is still alive. Why are they attacking the ghouls? Exactly! What are they trying to say? Like, that's kind of weird. I don't know. Dan's is just searching for water. Hancock scares off Christine. Cassidy dies from hunger. You're on the first day. We haven't even made it to the first night, Cassidy. What the fuck? Girl wasn't eating before she got there. Whoever kills Cross will win? Okay. God Dog defeats Piper in a fight, but spares her life. Lone Wanderer and Courier work together for the day. She died from no whiskey. Yeah, it's not hunger. It's just she went into she didn't have a dick doll. She she went into withdrawal from the not having alcohol. Joshua and Boone would be such a fun dynamic though, a diehard Legion hater and a reformer Legion like oh, interesting. Hey, that's what we call toxic yaoi, sudden but inevitable betrayal. How dramatic. 7 claps of Todd's ass can be heard in the distance. Nick, Nate, Veronica, X688, Raul, Karen, Cassidy. Just making sure I had them right on my thing. Fox receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Cross attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. God Dog goes to sleep. Dan's climbs a tree to rest. Dean convinces Boone to snuggle with him. Do you think they shared a hat? Arcade Gannon and Nora huddled for warmth. Preston Garvey and the Lone Wanderer talk about the tributes still alive and the settlements that need your help. Lily is screaming for help. She's going through it. She's having a rough time. Can we blame her? I don't think so. Hancock looks at the night sky. Courier cooks his food before putting his fire out. Little Jimmy, help! Little Jimmy. Piper receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Christine convinces Joshua to snuggle with her. Oh, didn't they snuggle before? No, the first games we did, Christine let Joshua into her shelter and then asked her to kill him the next day, and she refused. It's happening again. Butch receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, his mom. Oop, Courier attacks Cross, but she manages to escape. Joshua, Dan, Hancock, and Boone raid Arcade's camp while he's hunting. Nora begs Dean Domino to kill her. He refuses, keeping her alive. Joshua's like, hey, we built some trust. How about assisted suicide? Fox severely slices God Dog with a sword. No! Rip. Piper and Lily work together for the day. That's cute. Butch receives some pork and beans. His mom is sending him some shit. Preston's going hunting. Lone Wanderer attacks Christine, but she manages to escape. Rip God Dog. Hey, you'll win eventually, bud. Hasn't happened yet, but eventually. Christine questions her sanity. Lone Wanderer, Fox, and Hancock discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. So this is only night 2. Damn. This is a pretty cool group, I think. Boone receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. I can see Fox hating God and wanting to put Dog down. Yeah. Lily tries to treat her infection. Piper and Nora run into each other and decide to truce for the night. And by truce, they mean kiss. Butch loses sight of where he is. Preston, Courier, Cross, Joshua, and Arcade sleep in shifts. Dean Domino stays awake all night. Dan sets up camp for the night. Alright, day 3. Dan steals from Cross while she isn't looking. Boone is stalking Butch. Lots of settings. Lots of settings. Nora receives a hatchet. Preston discovers a cave. Christine and Arcade Gannon work together for the day. Oh no! Joshua Graham's trap kills Dean Domino. Rip. Fox attacks Piper, but she keeps escaping. This is like the second or third time. Lily tends to the Lone Wanderer's wounds. Hancock receives a can of pork and beans, from Good Neighbor, probably. Boone smelled the 1 intelligence on Butch and assumed he must be Legion. Courier hunts for other tributes. Alright. Night 3. Lone Wanderer and Piper huddle for warmth. Okay. Hey, yeah, yeah. Nora, Fox, Courier, Dans, and Christine are sleeping in shifts. Boone sees a fire but stays hidden. Butch receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Preston starts a fire. Joshua and Cross huddle for warmth. It must be very cold. It must be very cold. Arcade defeats Lily in a fight but spares her life. She just crouches and goes invisible. Hancock cooks his food before putting his fire out. Day 4. Hancock begs Christine to kill him. She refuses, keeping him alive. A lot of begging people to kill each other. Cross receives a hatchet. Dans and Nora. Wow! They were still together? Dans and Nora split up to search for resources. Courier is stalking. So Boone is stalking Butch, and the Courier is stalking Boone. It's that fucking meme with the guns and on the church pews. Lily scares Piper off. Lone Wanderer and Butch split up to search for resources. Fox, he's thinking about home. If we canon this as the Mojave, the nights would be chilly even during the summer. Yeah, which it could be. Well, because in my head, I'm thinking this is kind of like in, is it New Vegas? Where you go in and you have all of those, like, simulations that you go through, the training simulations in that school over and over again to get, like, all of the, like, the stealth armor and stuff. I think it's one of the DLCs. So I was imagining it's something like that. Big Mountain. Yeah, Big Mountain. It's kind of like Big Mountain DLC, where you, we're just kind of going through it all over again. I just almost spilled my soda everywhere, sorry. With the stealth suit, yeah, that talks dirty. I like that stealth suit, though. That was a fun little stealth suit. I got rid of it so quick, though, because she wouldn't shut the fuck up. Joshua attends to Preston's wounds. Arcade Gannon builds in a shack. Shake Shack. That smiles back. Butch and Lone Wanderer, they're holding hands, okay? Joshua Graham goes to sleep. Boone loses sight of where he is. Dans attempts to start a fire, but it's unsuccessful. Courier begs for Fox to kill him. He refuses, keeping Courier alive. Lily begs Hancock to kill her. He refuses, keeping Lily alive. Arcade Gannon and Cross hold hands. A lot of hand-holding today. A lot of kumbaya. Piper sets up camp for the night. Preston and Nora tell stories about themselves to each other. They're talking about settlements. And Christine finds an old world radio. Aww. Alright, day 5. Y'all gotta start killing each other. I'm so sorry. Preston Garvey thinks about home. Courier is unable to convince Christine to not kill him. Ooh, Christine killed the Courier. Nora camouflages herself in the bushes. Christine bashes the radio to not fucking explode her head. Dans and the Lone Wanderer are working together for the day, and that's what Nora's camouflaging herself watching this happen is actually what's happening. Cross overhears Arcade and Butch talking in the distance. Fox defeats Piper to fight but spares her life. Joshua scares Boone off. Lily attacks Hancock, but he manages to escape. Okay, we're starting to fight at least. Somebody finally died again. Christine defeats Lily, but spares. Oh shit, Butch the Lone Wanderer and Preston Garvey's camp is swarmed by rad roaches. They're able to get away, but the Lone Wanderer succumbs to his wounds. Oh no. Nora tries to sing herself to sleep. Dan fends Joshua, Arcade, and Hancock away from his fire. Boone defeats Piper in a fight, but spares her. Fox tries to sing himself to sleep. And Cross receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Let's see. Arcade Gannon questions his sanity. Cross is this is day 6. Cross thinks about home. Everybody's questioning their sanity and thinking about home. It's been a long almost week now. Butch Wanderer and Preston want to be the 31 Vaulties so bad. Dan's tries to spearfish, tries, not succeeds, but tries. Fox, no! Rip! Fox steps on a landmine. Christine sprains her ankle while running away from Hancock. This also happened when she ran away from Veronica last time. Boone hunts for other tributes. Fox would shrug that it was a big mine. Preston Garvey accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. He was the one who set that other landmine. And he was like, got him! Let me reset this one up for the next person, and then exploded himself. Lily travels to higher ground. Oh, Joshua kills Butch with a hatchet. Hey. Finally, he's out of here. Piper, no! Rip. Piper also stands. Damn, Preston set up all these landmines. He got 3 people, including himself, with it. Ooh, 4. We're at, 9. 9 people remaining. Settlement asks Preston for armed mines. Joshua Graham cooks his night 6. Joshua Graham cooks his food before putting his fire out. Boone and Nora run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Cross receives Radaway. Hancock receives a hatchet. Lily receives crying. Hey, Chris, when I get up to do something and take you with me on mobile, I keep thinking it's a smudge on my screen. You don't like my little cat mouse? My little cat paw? Lily cries herself to sleep. Arcade Gannon screams for help. Oh god, they're all falling apart. Christine loses sight of where she is. Dan's receives an explosive. Oh, okay. Shit's not going well. Okay, it's the feast. It's the feast. Cornucopia is replenished. Boone decides not to go. Hancock decides not to go. Nora decides not to. Christine decides not to. Dan decides not to. Lily decides not to. Arcade decapitates Cross. All right, Psycho, here's your guy. Arcade killed Cross. I guess it's a good thing these all decided not to go because they missed Arcade decapitating somebody with a fucking sword. Arcade's gonna win. That's what you're voting on. Joshua Graham finds a missile launcher, but no missiles, and is forced to leave it behind. All right, we're at what, top 8? All right, day 7. We're 1 week in. Lily goes hunting. No! All right, Nora tries to escape and dies. Nora was like, I'm out of here. Hey, I betrayed my husband for this random guy who's kind of weird and I don't like his eyebrows. Shit's falling apart. She's trying to escape. She dies. Boone's questioning his sanity. Arcade severely injures Dan and leaves him to die. Damn. So something happened here. I think they were all together, severely injured. She was running away trying to escape Arcade and then was like, I'm just going to leave the arena. I'm just going to try and get out of here. And died. Nora remembered her kid. Yeah, Nora was like, oh, fuck, my kid. Joshua tries to spearfish with a trident, and Christine tries to spearfish with a trident. Hancock practicing his archery. All right, we're at top 6, so let's see if we can get a couple more people, and then we'll do probably not this night. Night 7, Boone, Lily, and Hancock cheerfully sing songs together. Honestly, yeah, that's kind of cute. Christine tries to sing herself to sleep. She's like not at their camp, but she's like 30 feet away and hears them singing and is trying to like join in but can't. Joshua's thinking about home. I'm so sorry. Psycho. I fear it's not gonna work. That's fine though, but hey, we haven't gone to the vote yet, so still time. Arcade Ganon dies of dysentery, which is kind of funny because he's a doctor. He drank some dirty water or something. All that knowledge and you can't help yourself with dysentery? Exactly. Hey. Holy shit! Hancock sets Christine on fire with a Molotov. Hancock, my man. Alright. That brings us to top 4. Boone tries to spearfish with a trident. Joshua is stalking Lily. So, we should have, yeah. 2 claps of Todd's ass can be heard in the distance. Rip Arcade and Christine, who were both top contenders. Alright, so we're at top 4. Are you guys ready? We can do, we'll do a top 4 vote. If Boone wins, I'm flipping tables. We're down to Boone, Lily, Joshua, and Hancock. Let's go. All right. You guys ready to try and get some of your channel points back? Ooh, wrong one. Jess Legion. Oh my god. Start prediction. What? I just said it. What were my options again? Okay, Lily. Hey, Lily's back in it again. So maybe, hey, try number 2, Hancock. This is where Quint has to decide between Lily and Hancock. Boone. Joshua. Graham. And then actually, too, what we'll do is I'll run it for 5 minutes. We're about to have another ad. I'm gonna do a 3-minute break. So you guys have a couple minutes to decide. I'll do a 3-minute ad break so that we don't get ads here, and it'll push ads back for an hour again. And that should also give us no ads during whatever we watch for Gaggle real quick. All right. Starting prediction. I bet on dysentery are gone, so no, it's gonna be pure luck. Yeah, good luck, guys. I'm gonna run my ad, and then I'll be back. you for the self-care. I grabbed some crackers that I can snack on when we start watching Gaggle, and I grabbed an energy drink that I forgot I had. We're voting. Hey, you guys have I'll wait till the prediction timer is done before I keep going. You guys got like, I don't know, like 2 more minutes, 1 more minute, a minute and a half. I didn't even bet on Boone, so the just slander is even funnier. Let's see. Nobody's voted for Lily. Just kidding. Somebody voted for Lily. You got Lily, Hancock, Boone, and Josh. There are so many on Josh. You guys are like, I still 240 on. Yeah. Hey, you guys can get some real channel points in here. You guys can do some stuff. Also, I think I saw Dexy in here again. Hi, Dexy. Hello, anybody. If you said hi while I was AFK, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening, but I voted, and that's what's up. We're doing Hunger Games, but with Fallout characters. I don't know if you remember when I did it before with just random people. We're having good. We're about to, in a little bit, once we finish this round of Hunger Games, we're gonna switch over and watch an episode of something on Gaggle so I can get some food before we do peak later. You said hi to you 3 times now. I forget who I've said and haven't said it to, and so I just, whenever, hey, listen, anyways, that's so funny. Time to get back to the Hunger Games. Everybody say hi to Dexter. Need a new pair of shoes, big money, big money. Say it back. Yeah, did you ever say it back? All right, votes are in. Boone, he's looking at the night sky. We're on night 8. Boone's looking at the night sky. Hancock passes out from exhaustion, but that's not dying. He's just tired as fuck, boy. Joshua's climbing a tree. Lily tries to sing herself to sleep. Oh, I just realized it's boys' night. Oh, we're getting awfully close to a boys' night. Joshua discovers a cave. Cannon. Boone defeats Lily in a fight but spares her life. Hancock receives purified water from an unknown sponsor. The Himbo Honda approaches. Boone, Joshua, and Lily get into a fight. No! 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 How does it end like this? Joshua triumphantly kills them. Hancock dies trying to escape the arena. He didn't want to take part in anybody else's game. Psycho! What the fuck? How did you win 3 times in a row? Joshua Graham run, right? Right? That's what we just said? Yep. Did anybody else vote for Joshua? Oh, Carrie did. Carrie went all in on Josh Cracker. Stop. Cracker Josh? Cracker Jack? GG's. Hi, Tim! We were doing Hunger Games, and we had a prediction for who would win. 458k go to Psycho. Am I saying your name right? I keep thinking it's like Psycho, but I'm not sure. And Carrie. Carrie got his channel points back. $30k on Boone was you. I respect that. Would have been nice, yeah. And what channel? How much channel points do you have left? Hey, honestly, oh, I have plenty. Quinn's like, I didn't go all in. You went from 140k yesterday to 13k now? Damn. The channel point economy is in shambles. Oh, and then just in case anybody wants to do it, hold on. This should, I think, theoretically, if you click into this, should pull up. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, that should pull up all of the work I've done. You might have to save it again. You can go in and edit your own stuff if you want to switch people out, but that should link it. And this will specifically link to this playthrough, or like this simulation. But if you want, you can change stuff around and re-simulate, and it will change the results. I spent 60 on the card game, 67 on Christine, and 6.7 on I don't remember whom I picked last time. I'm leaving with 400. That's wild. Honestly, good work. Hashtag gambling. Oh, that was fun. No, I enjoy the Hunger Games. We'll do some other ones at some point. I like when they're themed. So